Now on CoastTV News.
Dealing with damage, this is what is happening today for members of this church in Shelbyville after a fire. We have what was learned in its investigation. Making Milton bigger, this large housing development nears the final stages for this piece of land it's looking to get approved.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. A little more of a warm-up today on the first full day of spring, and you are looking live. High atop Laurel, we got blue skies, some puffy clouds, and our first alert meteorologist, Bob Trihey, joins us now with a look at first alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. And it is the first full day of spring, and it actually feels like spring as we're seeing temperatures warming quickly in the mid to upper 50s. The range around 56 to 58. Ocean City, you're a little cooler at 50 degrees. Those winds really picking up out of the southwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour and gusting close to 30 in Georgetown. And then in Salisbury, you're gusting to 25. So that's going to dry us out into the afternoon, raise the fire danger. So don't burn if you don't have to. Wait till we get some rain. We are seeing some clouds moving in, some broken clouds right now, but the main front is back to the west. Cold front across the Ohio Valley, and that's a leading edge to very cold air that will be building in tonight. But ahead of that front, it's warming up. Lower 60s around noon, 3:30, 63 in Millsboro, 65 Long Neck, I should say, Delmar 63, and very windy, so hang on to your hats. We're still mild into this evening, and then the winds turn to the northwest, and it gets really cold. As you can see, the wind icons on our day part forecast, very windy. They go southwest to northwest, turns cold and rainy into the weekend with a code red for Saturday. I'll talk about the impacts coming up.
Thank you, Bob. It is now official in Delaware. There will not be a presidential primary in 2024. On Tuesday, the General Assembly making it official to cancel the state's Republican presidential primary. It was scheduled for April 2nd. Last week, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley submitted her withdrawal from the state's primary list, and that left Donald Trump as the only remaining candidate. Delaware's 16 delegates will go to Trump, who has already secured enough to be the Republicans' presumptive nominee. President Biden was the only candidate to file on the Democrat side, so that primary has been canceled as well. The primaries for U.S. Senator, U.S. Representative, Governor, and other state offices, that is separate, and that election is scheduled for September 10th. Illegal immigration continues to be a big national campaign issue. On Tuesday, just hours after the Supreme Court ruling that sent a case back to the appeals court. It allowed Texas to arrest people entering the country illegally. A federal appeals court stopped the state law that would allow the arrest to continue. SB 4 seeks to make illegal crossings of the border a Class B misdemeanor, carrying a punishment of up to 6 months in jail. The law would also require state judges to order migrants returned to Mexico if they are convicted. New this morning, changes to Delaware hunting laws likely happening. A bill is ready for Governor John Carney's signature. It was passed in the Senate on Tuesday. It would allow you to hunt game birds on Sundays. The bill was approved in the House in January. Currently, hunting game birds and animals except deer on Sundays is not allowed. The state also says the DNREC is still allowed to regulate season dates and bag limits. The destruction from a fire. In this video that we're about to show you, this is at a church in Shelbyville, and you can see the damage from our Coast Copter. This happened on Clendaniel Avenue at the Thessalonia Baptist Church. Now, we also have photos of the fire as it was taking place Monday night. Investigators say this began in the church's attic due to some sort of electrical malfunction. Luckily, the fire marshal says no one got hurt. Estimated damage there, $250,000. This morning, we do have an update to a story that we brought to you yesterday. This involves a water rescue Monday night in Seaford that it ended tragically. According to Delaware police, this happened at the Concord Pond boat ramp. Troopers say a 17-year-old man was backing down the ramp to load a canoe into the pond. That's when he lost control of his truck, and it became submerged underwater with him inside. Rescue crews were able to get that driver out to begin life-saving efforts, but troopers say the man would later die at an area hospital. We are learning about a big shoplifting incident over the weekend at Tanger Outlets in Rehoboth Beach. This morning, 3 people from New York are facing charges after police say they were arrested. Delaware State Police say they caught the shoplifters because, now get this, one of them was tailgating another car on Coastal Highway. Delaware State Police say Oscar Mosquera, Alex Torlandano, and Dagoberto Vargas Hernandez were inside the car. Also inside the car, several tools commonly used for shoplifting. Also, over $20,000 of stolen merchandise from Victoria's Secret, Brooks Brothers, Claire's, Nike, and the fragrance outlet. Police say there were no receipts and none of the men could prove that they bought those items. There's a large development coming to Milton now that a proposal has been approved by the town's Planning and Zoning Committee after its meeting last night. The development is called the Granary at Draper Farm. It's not affiliated with Draper Media. The Granary is looking to build over 1,000 homes here on this land on Sand Hill Road over the next 20 years. Land at Sand Hill Road is annexed into the town of Milton, so this would be a big addition to the town. Now, it's important to note that the homes wouldn't all be built at the same time. The developer says this would be about a 20 to 25 year build out. Coming up, Easter tradition with a new memory, an egg hunt in Milton this year. It'll have extra meaning. Coast TV News Midday returns after this.
Shift gears for success with the DSN Scholar Athlete Award, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva High School senior who excels in sports and in the classroom.
It's tapped home.
Oh, what a hit! They must have at least a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, driven by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Danish here as our first duo coaches.
Two, it's a lot better than one.
Boys.
Oh my goodness.
They're in a duo.
Let's go!
But I have a 3 hat. This is not fair. I need a partner to help me.
Unbelievable. Let's unplug this thing.
Big team legend! It's so distracting.
The Voice, all new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Tamron Hall.
If you really want to talk, you're supposed to be on this show. And on the next Tamron Hall, Tam Fam, get ready. It is the full hour of the top voices in the podcast world. Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor, Ryan Clark from The Pivot are back. The way they get A-list entertainers and athletes to open up means they're always trending. And from true crime to food and everything in between, it's the podcasts that are popping. Next Tamron Hall.
Wednesday at 3 on Coast TV.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
The holiest day on the Christian calendar, day to celebrate the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. Start your Easter Sunday with praise and celebration. Join us for an hour of inspirational worship with 3 local pastors and music from award-winning Christian music group Selah. Services begin at 5:30 a.m. on Telemundo Delmarva, 6 a.m. on WBOC, 7 a.m. on Coast Country, 8 a.m. on Fox 21 and 102.5 WBOC, 9 a.m. on The Duck, 9:30 a.m. on DSN, and 10:30 a.m. on Coast TV.
To borrow a line from the late, great Toby Keith, country is coming to town, and it appears there'll be a lot of that music with the Country Calling Festival this fall in Ocean City. Today is a big day. They're going to announce the lineup there. The 2-day event is scheduled for the first weekend in October. Organizers are promising to have over 25 acts perform, and it is hoped that this is the return of a big-time country music event to our area after the short-lived Big Barrel Festival in Dover was canceled 8 years ago. John Lenny started an annual egg hunt in Milton years ago. Now, unfortunately, he passed away from battling cancer in January. Lenny's wife, Emily, and community members have come together to keep this tradition going in his honor. Lenny was known as a staple of Milton, from fixing bikes to encouraging outdoor activity. And Emily says John's mission was always to bring joy to others.
He was constantly trying to find ways to help the community. He did, the couple food drives. He worked with the VFW, helped them out with bikes and giving things away. Anyone in need, he wanted to help.
Now here's how it'll work. 1 egg will be hid every day until Easter, and once you find an egg lying around, be sure to turn it into Milton Town Hall. That way you get a prize from one of Milton's small businesses.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool now. Temperatures in the upper 50s. First full day of spring, not bad. Seeing some clouds increasing on our Tullen Razor Cam, and it is going to be a windy day and a warmer one, but it's short-lived. Much colder weather builds in tonight. Protect your tender plants the next couple of mornings. And we have a code red, by the way, for Saturday for heavy rain. A lot to unpack. I'll break down the impacts on FeatureCast coming up next.
Let the steam rise like the majestic Mount Fuji, unveiling a new ramen restaurant in Salisbury. The Fuji Ramen House is an adventure with each tantalizing bite. Enjoy your experience in a cozy Japanese-themed setting and indulge in mouth-watering appetizers, rice bowls, curry, and of course, our ramen. Handcrafted noodles simmering in a delicious broth with your choice of toppings. Elevate your taste to new heights and savor the umami flavors of authentic ramen at Fuji Ramen House, located behind East Moon.
Open 6 days a week with convenient hours. Call and schedule your appointment today.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanga Kia of Salisbury.
Michael Anderson of Anderson Wealth Management has the strategies you need to help plan your retirement. Catch Wise Money right here on WRDE.
Solo Cup Saturday night with me, Jared, 7 to 9 every Saturday on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated.
Give it up for our coaches. Thank you. Right here. Okay. Don't look over there too much. I feel like I just won The Voice.
For the first time, we have more than one country coach. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. I'm just going to beat them anyways.
The Voice, new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Today is the first full day of spring. The spring equinox was last night at 11:06, and it's actually feeling like spring out there. Temperatures rising quickly through the 50s, but don't get used to it. We've got a big cool down coming tonight and tomorrow again. The winter like chill. Gutter Helmet Cam 58 in Ocean View. We're seeing blue skies and some clouds as well, and the winds are picking up big time. They're coming in out of the southwest. Also remember to scan the QR code right there. You can have the forecast at your fingertips and get the Coast TV weather app. 65 today, average high is 56, and then the big plunge. Oh no, back to winter-like chill Thursday, 47, 51 Friday, Saturday 57, Sunday 51 degrees. And we are looking at more frosts and freezes on the way. Look at these long icicles. Thursday morning, light to hard freeze. Make sure those plants are inside and protected. Looking at really cold conditions Friday morning. I'm thinking temperatures into the upper 20s, and then shorter icicles mean a lower chance of a frost weekend into early next week. Already 60 in Milton right now, 59 Ocean Pines, 58 Bethany Beach, Salisbury 58, a little cooler in Ocean City, 51 right along the immediate coast, a little cooler, but those southwest winds are picking up, sustained around 10 to 20 miles per hour and getting really gusty now, up to 28 miles per hour in Georgetown, 25 in Salisbury. We'll see those winds gusting over 30 this afternoon, and that will lower the humidity, will dry it out, and that fire danger does go up, so don't burn. If you can wait until, well, after Saturday, after we get some rain. But we are seeing some clouds building in right now. They're not going to produce anything in the way of rain, but we've got precipitation off to the north and west. You can see it's clear back to D.C., but we're watching this strong cold front. You can see this big spin here with low pressure, snow across the northeast, and very cold air funneling in behind this cold front. We're not going to see the snow, but we're going to see that cold air marching in again tonight and tomorrow. But before then, out ahead of the front, we're warming into the 60s. We'd say around 65, most inland areas, a little cooler at the beaches. Then the wind shift to the northwest, and they will start to howl tonight, and those temperatures plummet 1 a.m., mid-30s, and we're below freezing in most places tomorrow morning, feeling much colder with the wind, and tomorrow a much different day. Highs only into the mid-40s. That's it, despite a lot of sunshine. And those winds are strong, gusting 35, maybe 40 miles per hour this afternoon, and then they're shifting to the north and west, and very, very cold with these winds as we go into your Thursday as they continue out of the northwest. Feels like temperatures by Thursday morning feeling like, well, mid-20s as we go into Thursday morning, and then later in the day feeling like 30s and 40s. The next system for the weekend is a rainy one for Delmarva. We're looking at a steady to maybe heavy rain as we go into Saturday. It is a code red, expecting at least 2 inches of rain. The good news is this system is moving quickly, so it should be out of here, and we do dry it out by Sunday. But right now we're thinking about 2 to 2.5 inches of rain for most places. 65 this afternoon, mostly sunny, windy, and mild. 30 tonight, partly cloudy and cold, and then 47 on your Thursday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 51 Friday, and then the code red Saturday for the rain, 57. Sunday, 51, and then lower 50s, cooler and drier early next week.
Bob, and for more weather updates, again, make sure to pull out your phones and scan that QR code for our First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need. Coming up, no big payday. Mega Millions jackpot still out there, and it nears $1 billion. Coast TV News Midday back in a moment.
Happy Hump Day, Delmarva. Here's what's happening today at 4 o'clock on Coast Life.
We are getting you ready for spring, whether it's indoor plants, outdoor plants, bird feeders. So it's all going to get covered with Lord's Landscaping.
And maybe you have a tattoo you regret. Maybe a piercing, it didn't end up right, or you just want to get a tattoo or piercing. We have the perfect place for you to go. All that and more happening today at 4 on Coast Life.
Are you looking to transform your mobile home? Choosing a company that doesn't know the difference between a manufactured and a stick-built home can lead to major repairs in the future. At Delaware Mobile Home Repair, we work exclusively with manufactured homes. So whether you need your bathroom remodeled, new roofing, siding, or any other restoration or renovation on your mobile home, the team at Delaware Mobile Home Repair will get the job done right. Visit our website today and start your free estimate with Delaware Mobile Home Repair.
With our vast selection of wines, beers, and spirits, Banks Wines and Spirits is your beverage headquarters. Wild Wine Week begins March 16th through the 23rd. Save 20% off on cases of wine. 2 wine experts are on site at all times. Daily tastings. Shop in store or order online. Knowledgeable sales staff and a comfortable shopping experience. Nobody beats our prices. Your decision isn't where to go, it's what to buy when you get to Banks Wines and Spirits. Please drink responsibly.
It's now or never.
2 dead bodies in the name of free speech.
Nobody needs to die today.
This girl was targeted.
You come and see it by my daughter!
When you're undercover, one mistake and it's all over.
Can I go home now? That's not how this works.
Law & Order Thursday on NBC and Peacock.
On the next wheel, Marvel Wisdom.
What I love the most about Marvel is how women are represented.
All women have superpowers.
There it is.
Absolutely.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy!
Our first ever Jeopardy Invitational Tournament.
It's the return of past champs. Only one will make it to the Masters.
Are you ready for that?
Next Jeopardy!
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Nobody won Tuesday night's Mega Millions drawing. The jackpot now goes to $977 million. So while nobody won the jackpot, 4 people did win at least $1 million by matching some of the numbers. The next drawing is Friday, March 22nd. Get your tickets. Satisfying your sweet tooth with chocolate's getting more expensive. A recent report from Wells Fargo found dwindling supply around the world is causing the cocoa prices to skyrocket. Cocoa tree farmers in West Africa are dealing with dry temperatures and extreme winds from this year's El Nino. The price for cocoa has more than doubled over the last year. Chick-fil-A spreading its wings by testing a few items for its customers. The chain's kitchen brand Little Blue menu is serving 5 new pizzas and a variation of a calzone called the Pepperoni Pizza Round. These pies include buffalo ranch and meats and veg, along with their debut this week, a Little Blue menu location that's just in College Park. So hopefully it spreads across the bay. Still ahead, protection against pollen. We have 6 tips to help you be less stuffy this spring. Stay with us on Coast TV News today, midday.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
JoJo's in Salisbury serves fresh, homemade food in an upscale, family-friendly atmosphere. Enjoy delicious crab dishes like our colossal lump crab cakes or our creamy crab dip served in a fresh baked bread bowl and the best cream of crab soup in town. Try the new Pineapple Blast or wind down with our wine selection, beer on tap, and other cocktails. Have an event? Reserve your private suite or banquet room today. JoJo's Family Restaurant, where family dines together and dinner tastes better.
Join us for the Coast Country Cares Supply Drive for Operation We Care, Saturday, March 23rd from 11 to 1 at Hawker's G&E Supermarket in Bethany Beach. We are accepting donations of items for Operation We Care's upcoming care package packing event. Let's show how much we appreciate those who go above and beyond for our community. See you on Saturday, March 23rd from 11 to 1 in Bethany Beach. For more information, go to coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Can you crush this? Next, Inside Edition, demolition videos, watches, bottles, golf balls, phones, the popular new way to relax. Then, the pilot who flew 112 of his family and friends to Hawaii, all to celebrate his retirement. Wait till you see how much it cost.
Enjoy the flight. It's going to be an emotional day for me.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Dancing with your shadows. Dancing with your shadows.
I know I used to be crazy. That's 'cause I used to be young. Dance the night away.
1025 WBOC.
Deal or no deal?
We have no idea what's going to happen.
Are you ready to see what's inside?
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Get live satellite and radar. Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app. Sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
All right, first official full day of spring, and you may already be seeing pollen. Mandy Gaither has more on what you can do now to protect against those spring allergies.
Spring is in the air, literally.
With global warming, climate change, we are seeing these longer pollen seasons that not only last longer, but are stronger.
Dr. Purvi Parikh with the Allergy and Asthma Network says tree pollen may last through April or May, and then grass pollen will start to peak until June. Then there's dust and mold with which to contend.
What I tell all of my patients is start your medication early, right at the start of the season.
Parikh says preparing now before symptoms start can help control them. If you have asthma, she says to avoid attacks by getting on preventative or controller medicine early. For allergy sufferers, get on a regimen of nasal sprays and antihistamines, but get ones without a decongestant.
So that means without the letter D in it, because it's actually harmful to use that long term, like for allergies. But things like Zyrtec, Claritin, Allegra, those are all 24-hour antihistamines that actually work quite well.
Help avoid getting stuffy by using steam inhalation or neti pots to open up the sinuses. Keep windows closed, especially in the early morning at peak pollen time. Avoid going outdoors at peak times as well. When you come home, change your clothes, take a shower so that pollen doesn't go to bed with you, and use dust mite covers in the bedroom.
HEPA air purifiers work well for mold and animal allergies, but those air purifiers don't purify everything.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Speaking of allergies, look at the blooming trees now in our Spicer Brothers camp in Salisbury. Yeah, a lot of sniffling and sneezing out there. 59, and we're going to be warming it up into the 60s today, but it is short-lived. Well, because we've got a big cool down on the way and a code red for the weekend. That's why you want to stay up on top of the forecast. Another way to get it is the CoastTV First Alert weather line. Call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Bruxted, and Federico. Your active 10-day forecast is next.
That's our go. Move.
Dr. Washington's correct.
Your relationship with him didn't play a role.
Excuse me?
You know what caused the fire?
You know something we don't?
I'm here about the money. I need it all back or I'm dead.
We got a serial killer.
This guy's organized. He's choosing his victims because they have someone they love.
He's out there right now. Chicago Wednesday, new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
It's that time of year again where homeowners are power washing, staining, and replacing boards on their deck.
No one has time for that. With Paul Davis, our AZEK decks are crack, fade, and insect resistant with a lifetime warranty.
Paul Davis makes it easy by bringing the showroom to you and giving you an estimate that same day. Paul Davis decks are beautiful.
Save big 3 ways. Get last year's pricing, pay nothing until 2025, and get a 10x10 outdoor gazebo free with your new deck, but only through March 31st.
Call Paul Davis today for a free estimate.
Dan and Cher here as our first duo coaches.
2, it's a lot better than 1.
Boys.
Oh my goodness.
They're in a duo.
Let's go!
But I have a 3 hat. This is not fair. I need a partner to help me.
Unbelievable. Let's unplug this thing.
Big team legend. It's so distracting.
The Voice, all new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
You can buy it to me. You can sing in your teeth. Go straight back to blackout. Devil you know, devil you know. Ice cold, mechanical, artificial.
93.5, The Beach.
Deal. Or no deal.
Welcome to the Banker's Private Island.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
We really don't know what we signed up for.
The biggest prize in Deal or No Deal history.
Yeah!
Are you ready to see what's inside?
Deal or No Deal Island, Monday on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome to the ride home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day, you pick the songs on the high five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home. Weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
Ribbit, ribbit. Wednesday is World Frog Day. The Croakworthy celebration debuted in 2014. It's to raise awareness about providing frogs with safer environments. Animal experts say frogs have been around, get this, Bob, for nearly 256 million years. That's a lot of years.
That is a lot of years, and I loved frogs as a kid. I used to hold them, and then I used to cut the grass, and then I used to have some accidents with them, but we won't talk about that. Love the frogs, I know. Getting a little gory. It's windy out there this afternoon. Good afternoon to fly a kite. Temperatures warming into the mid-60s. It's very, very dry out there, so don't burn until we get some rain. Shifting winds and turning much colder as we go into the evening and overnight. I'm thinking around around 65 today. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 30 tomorrow morning, only 47 Thursday, hard freeze Friday morning, 51 Friday, and then a red alert Saturday for very heavy rain, 57, drying out Sunday. Cool next week, looks like another rain chance by Thursday, and 58.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. But until then, have a great Wednesday, everybody.